see the papers, right?
No. Hey, Steph.
Hi, Mr. A.
You know, I'm really glad to meet you again.
I'm glad to see you too.
Last time we spoke, we focused on some primary issues that we would address together. Let's review some of them and write them down. First, there is the issue of bullying that you experienced with Casey. Second, there was the fear of reporting Casey for harassing you. What do you think? Is this an accurate list of the issues that we shared?
Yeah, it's a very accurate list. It's just been a really rough month, and I'm just a loser, I swear.
Steph, you know, many young women at your age, they tend to be very self-conscious. An issue that I have noticed in our time together. You have a negative way that you sort of speak to yourself. Could this be an issue that we focus on together?
Yes.
I can tell that you're hurting as you cry. Steph, why don't you share with me what's going on? Right here, right now.
Well, Mr. A, I don't have the highest self-esteem, and it's usually why I talk to myself that way.
You have found it difficult to find and seek your strengths. How would you rate the way you positively see yourself this week, from a rating of 1 through 5?
Honestly, a 1.
Steph, what do you think would make this issue surrounding negative speech be something of the past?
Once I start seeing myself differently, and maybe even start better habits in like the way I speak.
If your self-esteem were strengthened with confidence and positive speech, you feel that this would no longer be an issue. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's try to be more specific. You agree that with more confidence, you would speak constructively. Do you also mean that if you found a way to identify your strengths, it would be less tempting to be negative?
Yes, I don't really know a way to do that, you know?
Well, why don't we make a list? We can list all of your strengths, and this way we can highlight all the positive traits you do have and not ignore the potential that you do possess. When do you think this would be reasonable to complete?
I can start tonight and just, turn it in tomorrow morning. I love to write.
That's great. I'm really glad that you enjoyed this idea. But we might be rushing this. You are a student, and I'm sure that there's plenty of homework you need to prioritize, right? Why don't we give this assignment a whole week, and on Monday, we can review the list of strengths that you've written together.
Sounds great.
Okay. So, how does this sound as our goal? Okay? Within the next week from today's date, you'll be thinking of all of your strengths and recording them down onto a list. On Monday, we will be reviewing this positive list and practice stating them into a mirror. This activity will help us visualize your positive strengths together.
That sounds amazing. I'm actually really excited. I feel like this is going to be a great experience.
You know, you appear joyful to devote in this activity, and you're also eager to grow in confidence. I truly believe that this goal will be a great benefit to you.
Yeah, sure. I think so too.
So, why don't we review what we shared today before we end? What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so today we were able to assess your concerns towards negative speech and how this regards your self-esteem. We spoke about the importance of confidence and how this changes your perception. Our goal is to have you write a list of your strengths and identify all of the positive traits that you do possess. Next Monday, this list will be brought to me, and together we will speak them into a mirror. This activity will help you reflect a new method of speaking to yourself. Now, is there any questions that you have for me, Steph? Anything that you maybe like to add to what I shared?
I think you have it covered. So, next Monday, when should I stop by?
You may stop by at lunch between 12 to 1 p.m.
That sounds good.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, Steph.
All right, see you next time.
Hello, Steph.
Hi, Mr. A.
I'm delighted to meet you again. It has been a whole week since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you too. I always enjoy talking to you.
Oh, thank you, Steph. I'm grateful to hear that. Last time we spoke, we focused on resolving some of the issues you had with your self-esteem. I would like us to review some of the progress you've made since then. Has this week been different? How would you rate the way you positively see yourself this week from 1 through 5?
It's been a very different week. I just felt more thoughtful about myself, and I see myself in a completely different light. I definitely feel better with the word choices that I've chosen, and if I had to rate myself, I'd probably rate myself at a 4 right now.
4? Wow. You've been pensive about some of your routines, and you've noticed how they impact the way that you see yourself. You've rated a 4, which is a huge improvement. Now, we plan on writing a whole list of positive traits that you would identify. We mentioned having to reflect these strengths together. Is that right?
Yes, it is, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you what I wrote down. It wasn't much, but I really, really it has helped me gain a lot of confidence.
Confidence.
So
That's wonderful. I'm really looking forward to hearing what you wrote. So this list was truly effective in strengthening your self-esteem, right?
yeah, absolutely. I can't recall one moment where I was just too down on myself. I was able to remember all the traits that I had written down, and it really helped me feel more comforted.
Your strengths have helped you to see so much of your potential. Was there anything in the writing activity that maybe we could change, maybe make better?
Honestly, no. I think it's fine just as it is.
That's great. Now I would like us to rehearse the activity we had spoken of last week doing together. I brought this mirror just for you. We spoke about visualizing some of the traits that you listed by speaking to this mirror. What trait would you like to first share?
I don't know, Mr. A. I'm very indecisive when having to choose. I sort of talked about in this list, I said a range of things, my physical abilities and, some of my social skills I wrote down, and I even talked about how great I am at, things like cooking. But now I kind of just feel stupid writing these down on my list.
You feel indecisive as well, right?
Yeah.
When you say that you're stupid and indecisive because you find it difficult what trait to share, I feel confused. It appears to me more like the ability of just having different points of view. This indicates that you're willing to consider many perspectives that you've identified. This sounds like a strength. It shows effort, curiosity, and an open-mindedness, rather than the indecisiveness you believe to portray. Are you sure this is so bad?
You're right. It actually really isn't, and I think I'm ready now.
Awesome. So let's take a deep breath. And when you feel comfortable, I'd like you to share these 5 traits right here into this mirror. I'll be holding it for you.
So, I'm a great listener. I love how I'm able to listen to everyone and their stories. I'm a great cook. I love to cook from pasta to steak, and I think I'm extremely intelligent, and I'm going to be the first person from my family to go to college, and I think that's something to be very proud of. I love playing the guitar, and I think I'm kind of good at it too, and I think I'm funny. I'm always able to make my family laugh at the dinner table, and I love that. I love that I'm able to do that, put a smile on their faces.
Wow. What a great list, Steph. You have such a wide range of talents, and you are an incredible individual for seeing these strengths. Do you feel better having to read them out loud to the mirror?
Honestly, yes. I feel more confident in myself, and these traits really helped me feel more confident, and I don't really feel like saying negative things about myself. It's really helped me.
Wow. You are becoming more self-confident. This week has been unique. You've pursued your goal. You've written a list of strengths and even changed how you saw yourself, rating 3 points higher than before. You've boosted your self-esteem and even shared having to refuse to speak negatively. This activity has been effective and beneficial. I'd like you to take this mirror home with you, Steph.
Thank you, Mr. A. That means a lot. I appreciate it.
Every Monday morning, I want you to practice sharing your strengths. What do you think?
I think that sounds amazing. I will feel more confident after rehearsing these traits.
That's great. Now, in 2 weeks, Steph, I'm going to be checking up to see how you're doing. But for now, keep identifying your strengths You're very talented, Steph.
Thank you, Mr. A. I appreciate everything.
Have a nice week.
You too.